Hello and namaste. Thanks for inviting me to such a significant event here today. It's a pity that I can't attend because of a business commitment in the United States for me this week. Everyone is well aware of the trade war between the US and China. But what does it really mean for us? What does it mean for either Australian investors or small and medium business enterprises? US has been our ally for ages. And of course, China is our largest trading partner by a long way. Australia is caught in the crossfire of a complex geopolitical struggle between the US and China. Reluctance from both sides to compromise makes a possible agreement in the near term very difficult, quite problematic. Of course, Australia shouldn't contemplate decoupling our important trade relationship with China. That makes no sense. We have to get along with all our neighbours, including China, if we're going to have a safe and prosperous 100 years ahead of us. However, we should continue to diversify relations with other markets to minimise the risk of the trade dispute, the geopolitical dispute between the United States and China. We should be diversifying into markets, including India, including Japan, including other ASEAN countries, where valuable free trade agreements are either already in place or are in prospect, are being negotiated. The Australian economy is driven by exports. It's time for those export-oriented businesses to look at other markets with great potential to balance these geopolitical risks. India is a great example. It has the second largest population in the world with a rapidly growing economy, around 8 to 10% across most states. In 2025, 1/5 of the world's population working age will be Indian, 1/5 of the world's population. Every day in India, every minute in India of every day, we're seeing 30 people move from regional areas into the cities. If you do the numbers, that's 43,000 people that have moved from this time yesterday to today from regional areas in India to the cities. A mass migration. That's expected to continue for another 20 years. That's 320 million people will migrate from regional areas into the cities over this next 20 years. This is a massive opportunity for Australia and other countries. This will see the likes of China's expansion repeated again within India in the foreseeable future. It is estimated that the Australian exports to India will be more than tripled in the next 10 years alone. Our clean, green and healthy products are well recognised around the world, and especially within the region. The opportunities for good quality Australian brands to be exported into India and into other Asian markets are immense as they emerge. All of these countries emerge, especially India, into the first world. One leading Australian consumer brand and consumer product I'm very familiar with is Global Brands Australia, GBA. I am proudly the chairman of GBA, and I've been involved with the company for 3 years since I left politics. I've followed their development closely and am confident of their capabilities to grow this company very strongly. I believe that Brian's leadership, combined with Brett's contacts and distribution channels, will provide enormous potential for this company. I encourage every one of you to have a deep dive into this company and, where possible, support the business if you can. My best wishes.